You want to press it? Oh,
It's already pressed.
Ooh.
It's already live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Henshins and Homies. Hello. Happy to see you again. It's been a minute. We took a week break. We said it in the end of the last stream, but we will be switching to a more bi-weekly schedule. So if you didn't hear that, now you know. We will be switching over to a bi-weekly schedule, so we will be live another time. But today we're here, and we are joined by a fabulous guest. We have Josh, aka the Living Ranger Key, here with us. Let's give it a round of applause.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Oh my god. And we have a really fun topic today. Yes.
I'm doing great. It's this is the third stream I've done today, so
oh man.
we're chugging along. So.
And then yesterday you had your thing too. Oh my god. You're streaming a lot. This is like your life.
Way more than I ever thought that I would be, but here we are. So.
Which is even more of a reason why we're so grateful to have you on today. Man, I'm saying, like, Zach and I, we always get so flustered when we bring on guests, and I'm confident in saying that you are one of the people that we're really happy to have on. Not saying like nobody else. You're the only person.
Right.
No.
The others were like,
yes.
I guess.
All right. Mortal Red Fox, okay. Meta, Calvin, they're
if
fine.
We have to talk
Josh,
to them, but...
like, it's okay. No, but seriously though, I obviously watch your content so much, so to have you on and to have a conversation with you, it makes my heart explode. Oh, guys. We have a very big topic today, and it's very fitting that you're here to talk about it with us because we will be discussing the good, the bad, and the ugly, poorly painted Lightning Collection, as well as discussing our Dream Lightning Collection line. So, that is all fun and dandy. Fine and dandy fun. But first, we gotta transition into a very, very special corner of the internet.
Oh, yes.
Henshin Huddle. That's right. Zach, why don't you lead us ahead with our first topic?
1 second. I'm still posting to people to join.
Oh, you just reminded me to do the same thing.
I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
I think I sent a scheduled tweet out, so I think we're good.
Henshin
Huddle
this week. We got 2 little points I thought were interesting to talk about. The reason we do this, Josh, is that clearly, even when we were doing like weekly, there's still things we're going to miss that happen because we don't stream every day, right?
Right.
So just interesting little things that come up, cool things, that happen in the fandom or news or updates, whatever. So the big one right now I want to talk about is how easily people guessed it, and we're absolutely right that Johnny Young Bosch is voicing the main character for not Kamen Rider, goodness, Ultraman Blazer.
I wish. Could you imagine
Ultraman Blazer on? I don't know how they're going with pronunciation there, but yeah, my man.
I totally said Kamen Rider Blazer in my Ultraman video because somebody commented like, at this time code you said Kamen Rider Blazer, and I'm like, oh,
you're like, no, I didn't.
But it also sounds like a Kamen
You
Rider
erased it from YouTube editing.
Get over it.
Oh man, but how great is that? It's great that I believe he was voice acting something in Sentai or Kamen Rider 2, right?
So he's been in Power Rangers, duh. He, in the Kamen Rider Dragon Knight game for the Wii, he voiced Kit
That's
Taylor.
what he voiced. Right.
So technically a Kamen Rider and now Ultraman as well. So
hello, what's next on the horizon? He's gonna be a Sailor Moon gal.
He's
one of the gals, really.
A lot of what people know him for, I mean, yeah, if you're a fan of this kind of stuff, it's Adam Park, Power Rangers, duh. But what I know him for a lot, even more so than that, was his tenure as Basha Stampede in Trigun, his tenure as Ichigo Kurosaki in Bleach. So, like, he's a pretty well-known, like, voice actor. He really jumped headfirst into that realm. So to see that not only is he the one picked to be the main character, but that they're continuing to do these English dubs, which we didn't know if it was going to continue after the whole, the Zet dub, which has been great, but we didn't know if it was going to be a trend. I feel like as like Rider and Sentai fans, we're like a little abused in the way we're not sure the good thing's going to keep happening,
Yeah, right.
Or you never know if it's just a one-off thing or not.
We've been burned because we're so used to it. It always happens, literally.
Yeah. But no, the Zet dub has been absolute magic recently. I've been keeping up with it, and it's been awesome all the way through. I'm gonna do a review of it, even though I've never watched it with just like the subtitles and no English, speaking at all. Once it's all done. But I'm really happy they're continuing this. It's gonna be worldwide simulcast. Again, don't know how. It's still absolutely shaming Toei in general and completely blowing them out of the water in terms of access to their content. They just are like. If I were a weaker man, I'd be throwing all this stuff away and it'd be full of Ultraman stuff because they know what they're doing. They just really do, and they give a shit. So,
it's crazy when
true.
you want people to watch your show. It's really interesting what you can pull off with that. So like, I can't believe that Toei just won't realize that.
Right. Well, Josh, you can watch the
It takes them a minute.
of every Heisei season.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh man. Well, that's
one.
that. That's one.
Josh, are you caught up in Kamen Rider Geats right now?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Of course. Look who you're asking. Look who you're asking.
Perhaps form. You go ahead, Frankie. The new form. Yes.
Yes. You read my mind because I literally just pulled it up on Google. Yes, here he is. Tycoon Shogun form. Oh, spoilers, by the way. Well, you already know. If you follow this podcast linearly, episodically, if you will, then you know that we love Geats, and this is one of the latest forms in the show. Now, look at him go. Shogun buckle. It's interesting. I don't know how it attaches to the driver yet. I mean, at the time of this recording, the episode's airing in Japan right now.
Or for this week, for today, whatever, it kind of just looked like a straight new driver with how fucking big it was.
Literally, he's holding it up like the two buckles are connected to each other.
Right. I figured it was kind of like how like the Laser Raise Riser and Boost Mark II connect, but like in the toys they don't like snap together. So I figure it's maybe this one actually snaps together.
And we haven't actually seen a toy picture of it yet, have we?
Nope.
No, that
I think we will probably
Bandai
tonight.
Forget,
Premium Bandai? You think this is gonna be a key Bandai thing?
Fans might not be aware. We are in the illustration leak era.
Yes, and I'm living for it. I'm living for the illustration leaks. Yo, I was telling myself the other day, because I'm a maniac. I was saying how I love the fact that we're getting sketches as leaks, because with the photo it reveals everything, like, okay, this is how it looks, and but with the sketch it leaves a little bit more room for imagination, but it also gives you enough information, right, I said that twice, to really like be excited for it. So when I first saw the leak for Geats 9, I saw the fox and I'm like, yo, this is high-key really cool, but I wasn't upset about it being spoiled to me because it's a drawing, like it could be different and stuff like that. Now you're waiting for if it's actually what the drawing looks like or if it's better. And
I think also too that like in the past when we had like toy scans and stuff, it would usually show like a picture of the form, and we're not getting that. So you still leave up the interpretation. Like what is that going to look like?
Exactly.
Have a bit of a grain of salt theory in terms of its creation and show. Like, we get that it's going to be something with Sumeri and her powers and whatever. But interesting how he has a very similarly shaped barrette from his sister in his hand right around the same time that Sumeri is praying to help or do something. So I feel like the barrette, the little like hair thing he had of hers, that he was holding, is going to become the buckle. It's very much X-shaped, the same way as we see here in the picture.
But what's interesting,
does it look like poop when you zoom in? I don't know.
It won't. I'm stupid and I don't know how to zoom in on Max, even though I've had it for like over a year. No, that doesn't work. I don't know. I'll get a better photo while I say this. The last episode where he did kind of show up in like the last like 30 seconds of the episode,
like
he was standing next to him. I don't know if that's like a physical being or if that's just like editing, like, oh, this is what he will become in a minute.
Well, I saw
you know what I mean?
I think it was the Toei blog when they post like the episode previews. That said something about they referenced the fact that in the Geats Revice film, I don't know if any of you guys have seen that yet or not. So, but when Kagero mentions that there's like maybe a darker side to Keiwa, the Toei blog brought that up or mentioned that again. So I wonder if it's gonna be something about that, where this is like a darker.
That would be really interesting.
Side of him or something.
If something from Revice actually played
right.
Right.
literally, because I'm thinking to myself, like, will we ever see something of that, like, Devil Kawa again?
Yeah,
Like,
it
we
seemed like a
never
weird thing to
got
set up and
anything from
never
it
go anywhere.
again.
It's funny they brought it up because
So
if
if
you
they
can
do
remember
something
that
with it, it's
scene, Devil Kawa was even fucking nicer than normal Kawa.
How does that
He
work? Where do
wasn't
you hear
even
that?
meaner. He was just like, yeah, I don't know. I want peace, bro. That was it. That
I'm.
was the whole scene.
He's like, I'm different. He's not like other Kawas. He's like he puts on like liner.
I
Yeah.
hope
He
so.
eyeshadow. He's different.
Yeah,
He
with
parts
the
his hair a
driver
different
piece
way.
here, the buckle. I hope that I feel like it has a functionality. I'm hoping.
I'm
my
trying to get
dream
like the actual
is
photo.
that
Just bear with me.
each of the final forms for our four mains, right? For Nago, for Michinaga, for Ace, and for Kawa, that they're all going to have a similar functionality to the Geats 9 buckle. I think there'd be really cool uniformity between the four of them because of their connections to each other. You know, how well they know each other and how close they've been, the ones who've been following the whole time. Not that they have to, but it'd be cool if they had like a similar thing where you revolve it and it does something. It's one thing when it's
I
folded
like
and
that.
one
I
comes out,
like the fact that they're really like taking advantage of that gimmick because even though we've seen Buckles use that gimmick,
revolve on.
like Boost 2, for
I
example,
thought it
like
was
you
completely
revolve
forgotten,
on, it's like a
so.
different mode. But really, like that different mode was used twice, and it's okay. Like, it doesn't look different physically, so it's just like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And then like with revolve on in general, we do see it often, but it's not crazy like important, you know. It's just
like in the
a different
beginning
way
of the show,
using
it
buckle.
was used pretty frequently, and then as the power ups happened, it just kind of got forgotten.
Yeah,
So
just
I'm
like
really glad that
forgotten
it
a
came
bit.
back around.
So exactly, they're coming back and they're doing it a lot more. It has a bigger purpose, especially with like these new buckles. I wonder if Revolve On will have something special with fantasy. What if
That's what I'm wondering, since
Revolve
it's not
On
a
like
dual
turns from like
buckle,
Seeker to Nago?
Yeah, that could work.
That would be really interesting.
I only
think
wish
about,
that
like,
Nago
why.
had more to do with Seeker in the movie, so that if they
Yeah.
are having to fight over the form buckle, it would make sense.
yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna play that out. And plus, we're kind of closing the season, so if
Right.
that's gonna happen,
And we still
will
need
it happen
Michinaga.
soon?
Secret's gonna be in like one episode of the show at this point.
Right. No, it's
Not
gonna be
much
those.
time.
It's gonna be one of those things where the character shows up and people will be like, "He's from the movie," and then he's gone like the next 5 minutes because he's like, "Nago, here's this buckle. Oh, I have to use it for like a quick second. All right, here's the
Nago,
buckle."
we had so much dialogue together and scenes that we shared in the movie. Here's the buckle.
Nago wasn't even that fight. Help! Like, I don't know what their connection will be, but I look forward to seeing whatever they come up with because clearly we have some very big creative minds on this show. And also, Muso Buffa is coming up as well. So I'm also looking forward to that. I can't wait. Okay,
So excited for that one.
you want to know my dream? I'm hoping, my desire even. I'm really hoping that Fever Zombie Punk Jack, Geats 9, Fantasy Nago, Shogun Tycoon, and Muso Buffa like all come together to defeat the current
Just beat the piss out of whatever is left.
you know, like especially with like I'm just imagining it in my head, like we're seeing down and there's like the 5 of them in like a star formation and then they all just like final strike him in the middle. You know what I mean?
That'd be so good.
That'd be so
I love the idea.
I don't know about you, Josh, but it's already it's not. It used to be just my top 5 this show, like pretty early on, pretty quick. It is literally pushed Build down to number 3. It is my number 2.
just
like,
like it's number 1 at this point, Marvel.
It's
You really
been a very,
do like this
very
show.
similar thing to me. It was top, like just like you said, top 5 the first like 10 episodes of the show, 15 or whatever, and I was like, all right, this has some great potential. I'm a little worried for when these shows usually kind of fall off. But it didn't dip. It didn't dip, and I'm sitting here like, okay, this is a top 3 show, like hands down.
period.
No way. So
Done.
It would take probably like a miracle and somehow overcoming like 10 years of nostalgia for it to rise up above number 3, but it's solidified at number 3 unless it like completely fumbles at the end here, but I don't think it will.
Will the miracle be
Frankie.
Nago transforming into
It depends.
Imagine.
Josh told me in the DMs that he also has spotty Wi-Fi problems. So hey, look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Well, don't we all? That makes 3 of us because I'm getting that little Wi-Fi thing in the corner too. Oh my god, my connection. Well, the last thing we'll bring up in this Henshin huddle will be the fact that Shin Kamen Rider is coming to Blu-ray, right?
No. Whoa.
Did I get that wrong? Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. Just get me out of this episode.
Dude,
Just get me
they're gonna
out.
cancel
People are gonna
us.
Well, I
clip
mean,
that and be
hopefully
like,
it'll come to Blu-ray.
"I'm just in the homies don't know what they're talking about." No, I I meant to say Amazon.
And see what you do. To
Amazon
clip it for
Prime.
whenever it does happen.
No,
You go,
don't
"We
clip that.
predicted it."
Don't clip it. Don't clip it. But Amazon Prime, Shin Kamen Rider is coming to Amazon Prime, which is great because not only do we get to experience this in the theaters, but now we get to experience this at home, streaming
cannot wait to watch it
legally. Great.
I'm excited, but really worried because of how they really destroyed any chance of ever having Kamen Rider Amazons, either season 1 or 2, ever be anything else except for on that platform, and then they got rid of it. Yeah. So I'm
never
terrified. I'm excited to see it again. I'm not that I don't want to see the movie. It's just Amazon Prime is always not. I mean, we know how they did Black Sun dirty, where you had to fucking hack into the system to get it to actually show you that it was a
right.
Doing way more than you need to be doing.
But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful it's successful streaming and like it was in theaters, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, sorry, here in physical release, please." For the love of God,
absolutely. I want to own this movie very badly.
I do too. I need to see the first 30 minutes. Oh, get me out! I need to see the first 30 minutes. It's true. It was a shocker pot.
It was a whole thing. Don't worry. There's no other reason.
I can't believe I was that late to the movie theater. But anyway, yeah, so look forward to that, guys. All right. What a very, very eventful Henshin Huddle. Clap with me in 3, 2, 1. I couldn't use my other hand, so I slapped my face instead. Hope that was okay. So, this is a topic that we love to bring up over and over and over again. And recently, we have really been starting to rant about Hasbro. So, Josh, why don't you go ahead and start off and let the viewers know your experience. Yeah, let us know who you are and why you're so connected to the Lightning Collection.
So, for anybody who doesn't know, I run the YouTube channel Toku Topics, where kind of the biggest thing that I do, besides obviously just talking about random tokusatsu things, hence the name, is every Saturday I do the series Lightning Storm, where I cover all the latest Lightning Collection news that happens, whether that's just news that's just out there, Hasbro official news. A lot of times I leak stuff. I'm also the biggest Lightning Collection leaker. That just accidentally happened. It just happened. That was never my intention, but that's just what's happened.
No, that's always been planned every Saturday. He's being humble.
And he sounds so short
he's I will be the best leaker. Right? You're gonna start drawing? Please start drawing the leaks from now on. Yeah, I would love that. Oh Put on that whiteboard behind you. Be like, guys, the next Lightning Collection figure, and we're like, what is what is that? It's the wrong. You're sorry, I only had blue markers, and it's a red figure.
Or I could just be man. No, see, that's how Hasbro's going to paint it. They're just going to paint it wrong. So.
Oh, and then when you're right, oh my god, buy the lottery. Oh,
so, man. Josh is selling himself short a little bit because my favorite thing, among many things that he's done, is somehow this man literally has figured out the item codes for the figure. And exactly what they are going to be are pretty close to.
You have a book, right? You need to have a binder, a document, something like. Q Doc 4 means RPM. I swear to God, I have no idea what these codes mean, but you see it and then you're like, oh yeah, no, that's in space pink.
Yeah, it's clearly that. It's funny because I do literally have I have many documents. I do have a book. I have a binder that I printed out stuff for and everything. So, but yeah,
oh my God, he has a library. Will you ever be releasing it?
I
better not be for free.
We'll see.
You gotta be it's $30. A good Lightning Collection figure.
$1 million.
It's whatever the retail price of the figure is at that given day. If Hasbro raises it, I'll raise it. We'll see what happens. But...
I'm gonna ask you a very silly question, but I'm curious. Have you ever gotten in trouble from Hasbro from doing stuff like this?
Cease and desist?
Nope.
Not even a cease and desist.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I've. Yeah, no, I've never gotten in trouble.
Yeah.
So they're
gonna find the book. We're gonna need to take this.
Yeah.
Confidential.
I think mainly it's because pretty much everything that I post is either something you can already find publicly if you know where you're looking, right, or sources have given me permission to do so for one reason or another. So because I try my best to respect the the idea. Well, I always try to respect that. Like if somebody tells me something and they go, "You can't post that yet," or "Save this to this date," or "Don't say this part of it," or whatever, then I honor that just because there's a lot of things going on. That
do you have stuff like scheduled to like post? Oh man, he knows. He know. Look, you don't gotta reveal it here, but we
and
we
I
all
will
know.
see like
We all know.
like kind of like timeline, like
yeah. He's like, tomorrow I'm planning on releasing something. Can't say it yet. I have to draw it on the board first before I can talk about it.
Season 32. I mean,
he knows the seasons after Cosmic Fury, but you can't talk about that until fall of 2023. He's in an agreement, an NDA. Oh my god, man. You're so talented with this stuff. It's the funny thing
too, because like you just mentioned NDA. If Hasbro like ever like legitimately came to me and be like, "You want to sign an NDA if you want to hear about something or like help out with something," I totally would. But like nobody ever bothers to do that. So like free reign, just gonna go with it. So
I feel like the more you make an impact on the community, you'll get opportunities like that in the future.
I remember, I'm pretty sure it was about you. There was a legendary post someone made, or maybe you made, something about someone was like, "Can they just make Josh the fucking like social media manager for the brand?"
Better yet, can we just put Josh on like the quality control team?
I know, right?
Because like, you will be on top of it. You'll be like, this figure, no, I see that paint chip, I see it. Put it back in the factory, get it painted again. Literally. Oh,
I can
pull up.
Before it even gets.
He's like, this figure, it smells wrong. Put it back.
Yeah, this is off. We can't.
No, the color, the hue,
the left, not the right,
not working. No, you'll be on top of it because you find any little detail, as you should, because you better be getting a good quality figure for the money you be paying for.
And I mean, I'll say I won't take credit for all of that because like there's tons of things where somebody will point it out to me and I go, "Ah, shoot, I never did notice that." Now I never unsee it because there's sometimes where like I get caught up in the hype and I don't notice that there's like a glaring problem or something like that. So it really is helpful that I have people that can be very like eagle-eyed,
observative.
About this kind of
yeah. To me, John, you're very observant because when you find that out, I find that out.
To the people here, would you, good sir, like to tell them about your journey where you have like, what is it, 5 or 6 Wild Force Silvers? You want to talk about that?
Yep.
Please share with the class.
5 of those. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. He's
like, I need to collect them all.
I did, and I did. So I have 5 Lunar Wolf Ranger figures because I was like, well, hey. There are that many variants because there's the. Let's see if I can remember them all. You have the one that they showed off as the incorrect prototype that has 5 stripes white boots, which is like the most incorrect it could possibly be. And of course, I made it to market first. Then you have the half fixed one where it has 6 stripes white boots, and then you have the fully fixed one that has 6.
Guys, are you writing this down? You should be listening.
Then you have the Walmart exclusive variant box, and that variant box has the 5 stripe white boot, or no, I'm sorry, it has the 6 stripe white boot variant and the 6 stripe silver boot variant. So naturally, I'm like, well, I need all 5.
Because I'm imagining like the stripes and the boots. Oh, they're correct on that.
Yeah, but then I think
the
my
wrong
favorite
shade.
Part, the on top is how none of them have a holster for his weapon, so all 5 of them are still wrong. So Hasbro still has not made one correct Lunar Wolf. But maybe someday they will, and I'll have a 6.
No, I think they gave up. They moved on. They're done. Yeah. They'll do what they did with like Zeo Blue and like include the holster and like someone else's figure, so you could super glue it onto the figure. Be like, hey, like we fixed our mistake, right? And it's still not correct.
Yep.
Watch, it's still not going to be correct.
I will say that like, while I still think I posted the picture like a week ago just for the fun of it, because like that picture I took of all 5 of them makes me laugh like every time I see it because I can't believe I did that. But tracking all of those down was very difficult because like I couldn't order online because I never knew which one I'd get. So
right, like it's literally like you
had to have like people send them to you, right? Like friends kind of help you out. Yeah.
Damn, that's the kind of dedication we need in a man. Look at him.
It was tricky. It was tricky.
Happen where all of these, either that or the figures that leak early everywhere.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't know if you know this, Josh, but apparently Michigan is just fucking ignored by all of that stuff all the time. People are like, wow, I found Dino Fury Red 4 months early. Look at us. We found this. And it's in the United States even that they're saying this. And
yeah.
That'd be cool if we saw anything past Wave 8 ever.
It might just be like
Hasbro Hasbro's
Ohio,
like the U.S.
you got nothing.
has 49 states.
Yeah.
Don't know what Michigan is. Maybe like in Europe.
I mean, it's nothing.
I don't think here in Ohio I've ever found anything I was looking for when everybody else is finding
You're
it. So
not too far away. I forgot about that. Look at that.
Drive down. Hello.
Absolutely.
Maybe say hi. Maybe collab.
Exactly. Steal some. I mean, I wouldn't. What?
We'll be texting after the stream. Yeah.
right.
Josh, please talk to us about the in-space Megazord that you received today. Because
I have it sitting
I know
on my
you
lap
got it
right now.
Right. I'm like, I bet Josh has this ready, and he just lifts it up. Like, I'm glad you asked. Literally, I'm glad you asked. Please tell us what happened with this figure.
Well, first of all, as I try to attach the shield for like the 50th time, because it will not stay plugged in no matter what I do.
Oh, Jesus.
We'll see how long it lasts.
It falls.
Yeah, well, it probably will. So, like, I'm so conflicted.
Hold on, let's get a little close up.
I'm so conflicted about this, because, like...
Do it, okay, do it like one of your videos, go.
Okay.
Do the Lazy Susan, the Lazy Susan.
Right. Hello, Power. But, like...
Literally.
Oh, man. Like, this has been my favorite Megazord design for, like, a decade. Like, ever since I've been into Power Rangers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Always wanted to own one. This is, in concept, and honestly kind of in execution, exactly what I would want out of this Megazord. But it was also broken right out of the box. So, like, you know... That's unfortunate. And, like, I don't know if you can really see it on the camera, because I don't know how the internet's holding up right now, but, like, the red chrome on there has a little paint gash. Like, I don't know if it's really noticeable, but it's, like, right here. Like,
you showed it on your Twitter, which people will be following from the description. I know they will. So they can see it there. But it's okay.
Well, and like there's like cardboard like covering that part like in the package to like try to protect it, and I take that cardboard off and it's like, and there's a giant scratch there. That's great. So that was like instantaneously.
Aren't you
like B for effort? I mean,
yeah, sure.
No, okay. So I watched Power Ranger Tube's video on this Zach's Megazord.
Video. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Video. I love him.
Yeah, his videos are.
I gotta have him on. We gotta have him on. But I was so happy to see this figure because it looks so good. And the size is so nice. It's perfect in so many ways. But then it's the quality control, which will perfectly segue us into the main topic.
With some pieces on his not working the right way.
I don't know if I've like ever seen somebody's who doesn't either have a pre-broken clip or at least that clip is like stressed right out of the box, so like it's going to break eventually.
You said it yourself. The way it was designed will eventually lead it to breaking
and
before you even open the box.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they have maybe, I don't know, looked back at the actual fucking toy from the 90s, been like, how can we do this but not dumb?
No, perfect example.
I feel like it's the quality of plastic.
It's definitely that. It's that, and it's also, I just think, I don't know if it's the clip is too like big or like there's one part of it that's either too big or too small or something where it doesn't have enough like, you know, I don't know,
like friction or like something
friction
like
or whatever to like.
Long's Toy says, "Oh, Long's Toys, holy shit, they're on our stream! Oh my god,
hey Chris,
hey,
how's it going?
The hips are hard to rotate.
Of course,
I heard that before.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
Here's the deal: everything on this toy. Oh, there goes the shield. Up, there goes the gun. It's already happening.
There goes the arm.
Everything on this toy is hard to move because, like, okay, so like everything sounds like you're about to shatter it into a million pieces.
Oh,
like,
I hate that.
Even taking because I have like the shuttle and stuff in there, right? Like you're supposed to. So like you're supposed to just clip this open.
Oh,
I hate it. And then there's the shuttle. So like, I don't want to do anything with this toy.
You're like, I don't want to touch anything else after opening that. Oh, come on. Like, it's either too loose, too tight. No, literally.
Quality control of Lightning Collection must be the easiest, most lax job ever.
Zio Agito said it himself. Like, I bet that no shade to Hasbro, or at least like a little bit of shade, but like you gotta step it up, level up,
right? Because like there's quality control and then there's just bad design, and I think the Astro Megazord really is a perfect like
example of that.
Example
like
of both
it's
because
beautiful, but
right. Because like the clip thing's not quality control. That's a design problem. because like there's no way a quality control problem is that they're rampant on every single one of these, or at least like I don't know, maybe like a rough like 90%. I mean, maybe that's just because like all I see is people tagging me and like my clips broke, or I see the clips broke or something, but like I've barely ever seen anybody who are not broken. So that seems to affect pretty much all of them. And then you have quality control with the paint applications with like the scratching and stuff like that. So it really is like
both.
The perfect mixture in a bad way of those problems. And it's so unfortunate.
The imperfect mixture.
Yeah, the imperfect mixture. It's just,
man.
It sucks.
And it's a real shame, too, because Hasbro is a good toy manufacturer. Excuse me. They make good toys. Like, that's not a surprise. Everyone was hyped when we first heard that Hasbro was going to buy Power Rangers. Mainly because we were looking forward to the toys that they would create, right? Well, in the years that they have owned the brand, they have shown time and time again how, despite them coming up with all these great designs and showing off a plethora of figures from different seasons, they still just can't get it right with the paint, with the quality, even with the packaging.
Yeah,
right.
It's frustrating, especially when you pay good money to get these figures. Like, these figures, they're not that cheap.
Even though they're $20,
especially
$20.
Yeah, right.
Zap Megazords are not cheap, and if someone's going to be paying that much money, they better be getting the best quality toy for that price. And so like, why is it that they're still broken?
Right, like I think I've said on Twitter that like even though Megazord and Dragonzord, the Zap versions, are like the best, or actually some of the only versions that I own of those two designs, because I just never got any of the other ones because I just never did. Like those I waited on sales for because there's like so many different versions of that toy that I was like, I don't really care about getting full price for them. I don't have as much of a connection to them as I do like Astro Megazord. But like this is something I easily would have paid full price for and was very tempted to do so. And all those problems happen, and I go, well, I'm gonna wait for a sale, and that's exactly what I did. I got this on sale this past week. So like, in that regard, like I'm not disappointed by it because like it is. I still think it looks great, and I like it on my shelf. Right. But I just, like I said, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Because so, you're afraid of, like potentially damaging it, which shouldn't be a problem. No,
especially for something product. That was still over $100. Like that should not be happening at all.
Like you should be able to buy something and then, I don't know, use it.
Yeah.
Do its intended function. Like I don't know. And I won't say that they aren't getting better because they are. Hasbro is slowly, in some ways, getting better. But we're still not there yet. And I feel it's going to take years to get there.
Yeah.
It has to be like a whole new team or something because something's not working right now.
Right.
There's a wrench in the road. That doesn't make sense. There's a wrench in the cog. I don't know if that makes more sense. There's something wrong. Is what I'm trying to say.
It shouldn't be. So
Literally.
my thing with the Lightning Collection is like, like my first ever figure was Dino Charge Red, right? It was one of the first waves that came out, and I painted as Morver myself because they couldn't be fucked to paint it, right? That's, whatever. Right, and I think I did a decent job, but like I shouldn't have had to.
No.
And I get pissed off by little things with the Lightning Collection. So like I have all the Dino Thunder ones, right? Because like they're awesome and the team's awesome and the show, whatever. Right. But like I've had to paint like every goddamn Morpher on every one of those figures.
Well, and I think you probably a perfect example of Dino Charge Red, where, and this was probably just a side effect of him being so early on the line.
Yeah, he was the first one. Yeah.
He's one of two Rangers that have the bottom of their boots painted black. And every other Ranger in the entire line, they just didn't do that.
Yeah.
The inconsistency is also a problem in the line.
So it's like, it's a frustration with the line, right? But then like, it's also had this like positive effect in me where like all of a sudden then I just start like having like a giant collection of Gundam markers that I fix my fucking figures with because God knows Hasbro not going to do this shit. It took them forever to give us the white.
You got to do it yourself at the end of the day.
For Dino Thunder White.
Yeah.
That was so wacky.
The Dino Thunder White.
I don't know what surprises me more: the fact that got so far into production and even to like the promo shots, or the fact that they actually
the promo shots. You're telling me people were taking photos of this figure and they're like,
"That's good.
It looks fine. It's totally
good." The photographer's like, "Guys, is this the final figure?"
I I'm kind of half and half on what I'm about to say here. So like, I think it's a little unfair when people try to exactly compare the Lightning Collection line to like, say, the figure arts, like my Zenkaiser, right?
Right,
Like
right.
that's
The price
not fair
difference.
because that's a higher priced figure, more articulation.
Right.
Like literally the Gertlinger moves, like you know what I mean. Like there's just more they're
details
putting
like
in
that.
and
We
it's not
love.
$20. But
and like there's paint applications that I don't mind are missing. Like I expect that to be the case.
Yeah,
but
like it
then
doesn't
they
need
see
to be
Marvel
1-to-1.
Legends
That's
figures
fine.
and some of the G.I. Joe ones you
Yeah.
talk about, and it's like, okay, but they are getting the details there. So why isn't it happening here?
It makes no sense, especially
only
for
a
things that are
problem
like
with that, and
so
it's really
easy to
weird.
fill in. Black paint.
Right.
The minimum black paint, and you can't get it like in a very obvious spot. What is up with that? What is up with that? Seriously. Speaking of paint, I noticed that you painted your Gobber Revolver.
I did, yeah.
To have the yellow.
So I watched.
Nice.
I thought Rin CH would have one, but he wasn't doing that far back.
I was looking up on his channel.
Danny Castellano, Castellanos was doing it, and it was really difficult to get the screws out of the barrel pieces. You know, once I had them out and actually painted them, everything worked out, and I put it back together. And it's supposed to be that way. I keep forgetting that the Gobber Revolver is not see-through in the show; that it's yellow.
No.
Yeah,
because the lights and sounds, which actually. No, yeah, the lights and sounds. I appreciate them putting that kind of like fun toy effect on it, but it doesn't make a show accurate. So it leaves room for improvement, and that's what you did. I love the way that it looks.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at with the Lightning Collection. Is like for a while I was It's funny because like to me like the archetype for collecting is honestly how Josh does it. Like if I could, I would have this just fucking army of these like millions of figures.
I want what? I want my own army. I want my own planet.
It was every single Red Ranger of every single solitary wave. I was like, yeah, here we go. I love the Red Rangers. Here we go. And then it just got to be too much, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, here, kids, you can play with the figures because I don't give a shit because I stopped caring because the quality wasn't there. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel bad. Like I wouldn't do it with the figure arts, but like with the Lightning Collection, I'm like, whatever, do it. Right. So there are certain ones I kept. I have a couple at work. The Dino Thunder ones are at work. My In Space Red is at work, but I just stopped after a while because I was getting really let down by like, here's a release that one I want. Oh, and it looks like butt. Wait, here's this. Oh,
yeah.
And then like, oh, the figure looks great and everything's fine. And then you see reviews. Oh, head's falling off. Oh, shoulder just dislocated.
Oh, I need to say this. Ooh, I'm so mad.
Ooh, he was ready to share this. Go ahead and share it.
I had the space ready on my little like shelf thing I had at work. I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm so ready for this shit. And to complete the team, Tommy, rest in peace, David, Jason David Frank.
Right.
And I get it. And I'm like, cool. I get it out. And I'm like, all right, I don't want the human head on. I don't like the civilian heads. I think they should just honestly eliminate them personally and put that into more money to fix the paint.
I think it's valid. Yeah.
I just don't like the civilian heads. None of them look right. None.
Look cute. That's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, go on.
Yeah.
So it was Tommy's hat on, right? That's what it comes with on it already. So I take it off. I go to put the helmet on. It just won't. No matter what I do, trying to snap that helmet on, doesn't want to. I had to boil, by direction of Juki Collects, had to boil the helmet for like 5 minutes in boiling water for it to eventually get on loosely. So then I took these little things. These are what all my floating things on the wall behind me, Josh, are these little like sticky little things that I came up with. I literally had to take one, cut it small, put it on the peg that the helmet goes on, and then put the helmet on top and hold it together.
Really?
Wait, I have
all that.
So with all of that, what tip color was the Brachiostrap that you got?
Oh, he's like, he pulls out the binder. He's like, wait, let me get the specific version that you have the variant.
I'll have to look at my picture. I don't know. I'm not.
I was kind of like my mind was kind of blown like a week ago when people were because somebody tagged me in a picture of Dino Thunder Black with the shoulder like popping out of the joint. I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah, the usual.
I noticed in the picture that the Brachiostaff wasn't like the tip wasn't painted gold like it's supposed to be. At least I think it's supposed to be. And
yeah,
so,
I don't
because Hasbro's inconsistent with the promo shots. Because I look at that and I go, wait a minute. And I look at mine. Mine has gold paint on the tip, and I see Eric at Trek B47's. His was not painted. There's I saw another one on Twitter, not painted. Another one, not painted. I saw another one painted, and I'm like, wait a minute. There's variants of this staff.
See, now I want to know which one Zach has.
Right. And then I go to Hasbro's promo shots. Right?
Yeah.
Every single promo shot, it has gold on the tip like it's supposed to. The shot that shows like just him standing there with the accessories off to the side, no paint on the Brachio stuff.
Maybe that was like a render. Do you think it was a render?
Well, that one wasn't a render. Like picture, it was just like a it looked like just like a regular product shot with the accessories there. So like that one, no paint.
That one was probably the real figure, and then the other ones may have been like a render.
It looks. It's on my phone. It's never gonna show up because of my ring light.
It's like you're gonna have to tell us. We can't see.
Zooming in, it's gold. I think.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay. So you got the good one, the good version. T4682 toenail. Okay, great. That one.
Let me check the book. That checks out. Yep.
No, you were one off. Oh no. What is going on?
Well, I think Chris brought it up perfectly on his Toys in the chat, where he said that they really need to move away from the Vietnam factories, and it's very true. Because like there was quality control problems as we talked about Dino Thunder, Whites, and everything like that beforehand, but the actual like figures breaking and like accessories missing or duplicate accessories or whatever it may be. I mean, because I think I posted it like last month on Twitter, because a lot of figures like have shown up pre-order wise in the last like month. I've had, if you count Astro Megazord, I've had three problems with stuff that I've gotten in the last month.
Okay, what's up?
And it's just like, so like, obviously
number
we talked about the problems here. Yeah, number one. Well, then number two was my Phantom Ranger, my Invisible Phantom, had an extra fist than he was supposed to. So I guess that wasn't really a problem for me, because it was just a problem for somebody else, because I guess that means somebody didn't get a fist that they're supposed to.
Oh my
but on that
you're
one,
like, more for me.
VIP customer.
They predicted that he will be owning this specific copy of this specific figure.
So if anybody watching needs a right fist,
yo, imagine we get a comment. They're like, "Oh my god, I was missing my right fist."
Yeah.
Zach,
I got you.
No, Josh, you're sending it in like a mail. Ziploc.
Yeah. And then, but on that particular one as well, the rubber mold or whatever that goes over like the torso joint on Phantom, and it has like that peg hole for the effect piece.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how to describe it. It was like warped, so where like I couldn't even access the effect piece hole because it was like warped upward, and like it came out of the mold wrong. So I requested a replacement from Hasbro. So I have two Invisible Phantom Rangers, which I didn't really need that, but all right. So, or do I? And then, so that one was fixable, at least in terms of getting a new figure. It was easy. The one that was fixable was Lost Galaxy Pink, where I opened her out of the box and her torso was facing the wrong direction. Like, not the joint that you can like rotate around, but like the joint that you're not supposed to be able to like can't rotate, that just like hinges back and forth, was completely rotated around. So I had to pop the legs off.
What?
I had to heat them up.
How do you even?
I don't even know. I had to pop the legs off with heat to swap the legs for them to be correct. I had to take the skirt piece and like rotate it around, and then I had to, like,
you're basically assembling the figure.
I had to basically put it together. I
you're
opened
literally
it up.
assembling the figure yourself. Might as well just give me the parts in the box and ship it to you.
Like,
oh my god.
Like, cool. So that was
okay, Hasbro.
Yeah.
Basically mini plot.
Right. No, exactly.
Assemble this shit yourself.
Because it's like, I've had conversations with people before where it's like, is there really a big quality control problem, or are you just kind of like in an echo chamber where I'm constantly tagged in things? Like, is it really as big as it seems? And then I sit here and I go, I think so, because like I've had like 6 Lightning Collection problems in the last like 6 months, and it's like that is.
It's not a coincidence.
It's
not a coincidence.
Yeah.
Now, is this having this many problems with only pre-orders or with physical go get it from the store as well?
That's I think it was all pre-orders, because it was all or it was, if it wasn't a pre-order, it was something that was like just in stock like right after release or something.
Yeah. I've had a little bit less of a problem with like in store, like my my Dino Fury Red up there. Yeah. The only thing it had that was a weird thing was the little bolt on the chest had like a part where because it's supposed to be white around it or whatever.
Right. Those are never painted.
Except for right by the silver, it wasn't. So I tried to fix it. It looks like butt, but it's fine. So that was it. But then I was like, the other day I was in the store. I was like, I'm gonna look at and see if they have it here and if it's any better, and I'll just buy another one. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I went there, even though I paint the Morpher again, but whatever. So because I'm that guy. So I went, and the chest looked great, but then there was something wrong on the face or like a paint somewhere else. And I was like, come on.
Yeah, it's always something. Yeah.
It's always something. It's always something. Literally. And I feel like it's the different factories like producing the same figure. There's going to be some inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I think
we don't know what to do about that.
If I had to pick like favorite quotes here, like if I had to pick my favorite like problem I've had recently is that my blue Centurion.
That's how many problems you have. You're like, my favorite one though.
Well,
number one.
My blue Centurion figure had I forget which hand it was directly, but he either had 2 right hands or 2 left hands. There was a missing hand, and I was like, all right, cool, because I had like a duplicate hand than what I was supposed to. So I posted about that on Twitter, and I got like within 10 minutes, somebody responded going, "Well, funny thing, I have the same problem but with the opposite hand." So we just mailed each other the extra hand.
No way. No way. So like, that extra fist thing joke that I made earlier, you literally did that with something?
It did happen. So like, if anybody out there, once again, is missing that fist, I got you.
Guys, just comment. You don't even need to have it. Just comment and you'll get it. Right. Josh will sign it.
yeah, it's yours. It's yours.
Lucky that the only ones that you have of any Lightning Collection things are ones you've gotten from me, I think, right? Is that it? The Psycho Blue? Or just, oh no, I'm so sorry.
Bold of you to assume, Zach. No, of course not. I just have one more. But the gold Beast Morphers figure, I bought that. Actually, no. Okay, so I'm looking at my display. It's dark. I got gold from Beast Morphers, and then that's it. The rest are from you. The Phantom Ranger and the Blue Psycho Ranger. Those figures, I guess, are fine. I have not seen anything. I give it to Josh, and he's like, "Oh, this? Oh, absolutely unbelievable! Oh my God! What?" He pulls in a magnifying glass. Frankie, how did you not spot this? This is horrible. He's like, actually, I think over here, this is the QB4. No, but my figures are fine, but. Then again, I don't really buy that many Lightning Collection figures, mainly because of the things we're talking about here. So I bet if I took a chance, I would most likely discover something. If I buy a Izzy figure, I know I'm going to get something wrong. So, that's how I'll guarantee that. The Izzy figure gate. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look,
so that
forward,
is my problem. And then the other goofy thing, quality control aside, I don't know. They're almost to the point of like, how we joke about how Toei doesn't want money in terms of like getting like seasons and stuff out and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I kind of feel like Hasbro maybe has the same sickness because they also take like years off my life waiting for the completion of a fucking team ever.
Oh, they take like, a sweet time.
Dino Thunder Red
for what? To get a figure that's half broken, they have to assemble it yourself.
Or something. It was really early on, wasn't it?
Dino Thunder Red was wave 7.
See? Oh my God!
I love how you knew that from like the top of his mind. Wave 7, July 6, 2018.
I have all 167 figures just memorized in my head.
Oh my God!
I love that. You have like an encyclopedia in your brain.
Yeah,
you are the Ranger Wiki.
I've retained that, but most of what I learned the last 4 years in college, that's gone. The Lightning Collection, it's there.
It's like there's like a chart of your brain is like 98% Lightning Collection, 2% breathing. Yo, living, breathing.
It's so weird. Like, but Beast Morphers isn't done.
I honestly don't even know.
Silver is not there.
I honestly feel like at this point they don't know that they haven't finished Beast Morphers. I think they just
forgot.
I just don't think that they know.
I think that's legit a real reason why we haven't.
I heard
they forgot about Zoe. They're like, oh shit, we have to do Zoe.
They didn't forget about her.
Get the render.
Because that one I know from what I've been told, that one was in at least like planning stages like 3 years ago. They just kind of shelved it for a little while because I think that the Beast Morphers ones weren't selling well, which they weren't. So like that one was already kind of.
And little girls don't watch the show.
Yeah. I think honestly, like the Beast Morphers figures did so bad in my opinion because you had the basic ones out at the same time.
Yeah.
Like that was not a good idea. I mean, you kind of have that with Dino Fury 2, but like they kind of waited a little longer. Into Dino Fury to start.
And it was their first season too. So like marketing wise, they probably just pushed the basic line.
What marketing? Right. They didn't do any marketing fucking Toys for it.
So the tiny middle school marketing that they've done, I feel like they didn't really.
You guys talking about it?
Hey,
Twitter posts is the most they'll market shit. I swear.
Yeah. At least
I love how Bandai. every time they release something new for Geats 9, for every buckle, for every season, they always have a commercial. They always have a little commercial. Just like
they
10
do
seconds,
a whole
that's
blog
it.
post about it. They're like, here's the tweet, here's the blog post, here's the demo video. I'm like,
here's the actors playing with it.
Here's the actors playing with it.
Like,
we're gonna invite you right now. I don't care who you are. Yeah, you come on. You're gonna play with it. Here you go.
like they show it off so much, and they get you hyped. They want you to get this toy because they genuinely believe that it's fun, and they want you to be a part of it as well.
I'm jealous of children in Japan because I'd be fucking hyped.
I feel like Zach mentions this like every 3 episodes.
If I was like, random white man Magoo, like I was just like random little like white kid living in Japan for some reason, but I was still able to get the toys and shit, dude.
Just reincarnate already. Like, my God, you want to be trying to do a little Japanese boy so bad, my man.
I think a lot of it too is like what makes it even so much more disappointing is that like Chris joked a couple minutes ago about me moving over to G.I. Joe Classified, but like this month they're doing their Yojo June celebration that they do every year, right?
Right.
Each week, very consistent. At 11 a.m., there's been a video where Emily, who thankfully is back on Power Rangers, which I hope means only good things, her and Lenny from the G.I. Joe team, they posted like a 7-minute video. It's like usually like 5 to 8 minutes long, where they zoom in on the table and they go, "Here's today's pre-orders," and they're like so excited to talk about it. Like Lenny was like, about to like, start like jumping up and down. He's like, "I'm so happy we got to make Low Light," or whatever it was. And they're talking about like, oh, there's this episode where the character was having a nightmare, so we gave him bags under his eyes to make it look like he hasn't slept. And I'm like, what? Like, what is going on?
What?
Why is this team so good at what they do?
Right.
And Power Rangers is just like, I don't know which one this even is.
Here's the figures. Go Power Rangers.
It's the red one.
Whatever. Fuck it.
This one isn't dinosaur themed. Well, anyway, have it.
What is this one?
It's always been odd to me that like there's always been this weird sense, which is it's funny to me because the Lightning Collection doesn't feel like it would exist if not for the clearly built-in fans that are adults that started with Mighty Morphin.
Yeah.
But with that in mind, it still feels like you wouldn't do this, but they're being stupid about it. You still feel like this weird secondhand embarrassment of being a part of anything with it.
Yeah.
And it's really odd to me to the point where I want to like chuckle at every single one of the live streams. The last one was fine. Last one was decent.
They were there. It took
us a while to get there. All right. Damn it.
It took Emily. She came back and instantly she was like,
Emily is the glue that holds the Hasbro team together.
That's why I think she put out a tweet or whatever. They have her on 6 different brands at Hasbro.
Jesus Christ.
So Emily's got it. She's got it down. She's got it down. And so I'm happy to announce that for episode 36, Emily.
Yeah.
Honestly,
you imagine that right after this episode.
After you talk to Josh about collaborating, yeah. I don't know how to feel about the fan streams because they could either be okay at best, or.
I mean, I will say this: my favorite part of any of them has nothing to do with them. Has to do with the reaction ones to them, where Josh and Vaughn and everyone else are part of things, and we get to see Vaughn lose his fucking shit because of Turbo Red.
I DM'd Vaughn the night before the reaction stream, and I'm like, Vaughn, it's possible Wave 15 will be shown tomorrow, and he's like, don't even get me excited for it in case it doesn't happen. I'm like, I'm serious, Vaughn. I think it could happen, and then it happened. And
it happened.
I was so happy for him.
Oh man, we gotta be on one of those like reaction streams. I swear.
Well, they're so much fun. Yeah, I'd love to have more people on those streams because they are. Even if the stream is like just complete hot garbage, it's great content. It's so good.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's like, and it's way better than looking at the comments and
yeah, and like the one little thing, and we can move on to our stream, like Lightning Collection figures and things and whatever, is that like. I already feel like fucking awkward and like weird enough going into the fucking toy aisle and looking for these figures. I don't need the brand to also be just as fucking embarrassed of me. You're
the only one in that section of the store, and you're looking at a dead aisle of 2 figures and one like kindergarten level toy that they're marketing.
Yeah. I mean, at least I have an excuse if I have kids, so I can just say that if someone was weird, I'd be like, I have kids, because I do.
Right.
Like,
that's their go-to excuse. They're like, where are the kids in the room with us? They're like, oh, you have kids?
They're real, damn it. Real kids, they're not actually dead.
It's okay. I'm allowed to be here.
I'm crazy.
I'm sorry.
I've already lost my sanity to those boys. I love them to pieces.
Can we please move on to
real.
the next topic?
Jaxie brought up the
sorry.
honest.
My boys straight have been like asking for like because we listen to music right from the shows from like Toku and whatever.
Right.
They'll start asking for it by name, and the funniest part, like by certain songs. So like they don't know they really know it by like a season name, right? Like I'll tell them the season it's from. So like we're in the car and Bodhi, which is really funny. He's younger. He's like 2.5, almost 3. He just pop off with like I want to listen to Die Ranger. I'm like, hell yeah, absolutely.
Those are Zach's kids.
Friend.
Those are Zach's kids.
Oh my goodness,
Mm-hmm. You're raising them right. You're raising them right. Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Good job.
So this
Best
second
dad.
topic will be a lot more happy, I think. Josh.
I just want to finish it off with
Get you.
Deoxy brought up that infamous plan my whole day around this stream, the 13-minute
please.
pinata stream that will never be. That one, we will never stoop that low. So,
It will never be that serious ever again.
I think that stream actually broke me. That was very, very rough.
Which one was it?
That was when they did a double fan first Tuesday where Transformers went first and then they tagged Power Rangers at the end. Transformers had an hour-long stream.
Oh,
and then Power Rangers got 13 minutes.
Yeah.
I was getting ready in the morning because I was late to school, and I was watching that. I'm like, all right, I'm here for it, and it was done before it started.
I skipped class for that one. So like I was sitting in the dorm and I'm like, all right, you know, because like Chris I know was doing a reaction stream to Transformers and stuff because like I just don't follow that brand. So I was like, he'll hop on to my stream when that one's done. We'll have a nice typical reaction stream. And he hops over to mine and we're like, all right, let's go. And then they're just like rapid firing through things. They show off the pinata. They hit a pinata. They like don't talk about the figures. And they're like, all right, that's all we have today. Thanks, bye. And it was 13
Literally like that. I looked at my phone in disbelief. I'm like,
there's no
what?
So,
That's it?
So I was watching that one at work on my
don't
lunch, and like we're all doing our thing, we're eating whatever,
Right.
and it starts up, and I'm like, "Ooh, this is really late into this like chunk we have for things, right? Like, this is they're not kidding, right? Like it's gonna they're just joking me, right? Like it's gonna be pretty decent size, and then like basically giant middle finger the fucking presentation, and then I was like, okay, cool, right? It's not done, and then it ended, and I was like, no, it's a Wi-Fi problem, right?
Like, why is it buffering? That's not the stream, right? That's just my phone, right? It must be, right?
That's why I made
it just closed. Okay.
Like that was the day where I was like, I gotta be as petty as possible. Where I made my recap purposely at least 14 minutes long. I made it longer than the stream. I had to. I was just like, there's no.
This review is longer than the damn stream. Right, that's the problem.
I'm gonna talk about the stuff that they didn't tell you because
would have made it great, Josh. You should have ended it with. You should have gotten a fucking pinata of a horse that was already broken open. So you could just smack it and stare at the camera.
You're like,
what do you think about this?
Right.
Hasbro, give me a take. Come on.
No. Hasbro puts a pinata in the back exclusively just for you. They're like, so we have some fans that we would love to help.
Understand
now,
their place.
The beef would be crazy. The back and forth, you guys make like rap videos.
I mean, they have indirectly mentioned me before, which is hilarious to me.
No way. So, like a source.
What?
You were a
What did
source.
they say?
There was it was PulseCon 2021. John, not John Warden, but when there was the other John that was on the brand, he's not on there anymore.
The other John.
But yeah, the other one. If I remember correctly, what he said was we have some things to show you today, and he's like, you probably have already seen them, and we try to keep things secret, but you know, things happen. And I'm like, oh,
the leaker, like we said before, the
and
leaker.
For the first time, Josh thought I was gonna have a toy sniper on my back. He felt the red hot laser sight of a Hasbro sniper.
Hasbro, you're like, who is that in the distance? It's like the My Little Pony.
But it's okay.
No,
knowing how everything works with like getting details correct, they'll probably target the wrong Josh Perry's. I think we're good. I think we're fine.
There's like more than one Josh Perry.
Yeah, there's more than one.
Right?
It's a pretty common name, right? Like you can find someone else.
So the second topic, I think, will be pretty fun. Maybe it'll also be like eventually just depressing because these things are probably just never happened. Also,
the beauty of it is that if we're right,
hey, then we're joining him and we're leaking things too.
We're leaking.
Yeah.
Where's my sketch pad?
Oh God!
I got images ready. I don't know if you guys got images ready.
Fucking show, dude. Jesus Christ! You don't want me to draw shit. Oh my God. So the second topic is the Lightning Collection Dream figures. Now this can be a singular like Ranger or villain figure, a monster figure, maybe even like a new little like set or line within it, which is kind of where I went with some of my ideas. But I want to hear Josh to go first because they're honored guests and because he's all about these figures and doing these things. I want to know what is your like top 3 ideas, dream figures that you'd like to see.
So if I was in charge of picking stuff, and like it's always, I love doing videos.
Okay, we're done. Okay, bye.
All right, bye guys. Stream's over. If you like the
free me, yeah, please let me have my life back. No, but
like,
if I like, I do like always talking about like my wish list things because it's always like what would I like truly want? Because like I buy everything with Lightning Collection, so it doesn't really matter to me like what we get. But like my top choice that I would love to have because I love these suits and Silver Rangers are my favorite Ranger color. I really want a Dino Charge Silver in the Lightning Collection.
Sure.
Ooh.
The only one I have is I have the little Play School Heroes one that Hasbro made, and then I have the Bandai Action Hero one. Oh, and the Ranger Key, the Japanese Ranger Key.
That goes without saying. We already assumed
the
Ranger Key.
It's actual Go-Kaijers.
Josh, like in like the dead of night, just like sneaking around someone's lawn because they own the Ranger Key. They're like, "What you doing?"
It summons me. I just show up. But yeah, no, like I feel like it's one of those ones to where like it's a repaint of a mold we already have. The helmet's even just kind of a remold of red. So like you pretty much have everything you would need to do for the most part. So like I want any of the extra Dino Charge Rangers, but Silver's the one I want the most.
Be careful what you wish for. The stripes, the stripes. Think about it.
I really don't like the way the actor did the morph. He goes way overboard in a really uncomfortable way. The morph sequence, I don't like how he says
the silver version and the Silver Ranger Dino Charge.
Stop it, buddy.
Oh,
bring it down.
You're talking about the bird guy, right? That's
no, Tyler's dad, right?
Yeah, Aqua.
Oh,
so when they do like the morph scene, because they get the suit comes on and everything.
Right.
When it says Dino Charger ready, and then he goes into the sequence, they close up on his face for saying all this stuff. I don't know what the hell he was allowed to smoke during that time. He is trying way too hard. As much as Troy didn't try to act ever, he's
pulling the weight.
He's
pulling the weight for Troy.
We got the 2 ranges. Yeah.
Right. Damn. Is that gonna be
it? That's just me.
No. Okay. Well, Silver. What we got for number 2?
Number 2 would probably have to be. And like I know this is kind of just a blanket statement because I really can't pick, but anybody from Samurai, and I don't really care who they pick, but that's just because that was my first season, that was my introduction to the franchise. Sure. So like that's my Mighty Morphin, so like that's always gonna be something sentimental to me. So like I don't care, it could be any of them.
And Samurai is such a simple suit.
They are.
Why haven't they done it?
But also like a really like sick as fuck design overall.
Absolutely,
everything in it, every suit. So
I love those suits so much. Those are like some of the best designed.
Now thinking about it, they haven't touched Samurai, Megaforce, Super Megaforce.
No,
don't say that.
Or Ninja Steel.
Nope. Yeah.
I was about to say like, oh, it's a more recent season. Like they've done a lot of new spawn. Well, they haven't.
Now, if you take RPM out of that, since we did finally just start that. They haven't done any season from Mystic Force through Megaforce. So like, except for RPM.
And we won't see it until like another 7 years.
Oh, Frankie, Josh, you guys aren't expecting effort out of. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh no. It's okay. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. We had high expectations. This is the dream segment of the episode, Zach. Sorry, come on. Let's set ourselves in reality. Oh my God. Right. Number 3.
Number 3 would probably have to be, I guess, keeping in the theme of like Silver Rangers and stuff. I really want Titanium. I think that's one of the most fan requested ones.
Oh,
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we're starting Lightspeed. Never thought it'd be with Chad, but okay.
Right.
Like I'm fine.
We needed a blue. We needed a blue in the way.
I'm kind of fine with it in like thinking about it of like it's kind of ambitious to start the team with like the least popular members, so you can kind of build up to the popular ones.
Yeah.
In that regard, I can respect it.
Like just get him out of the way.
Is it right? When it said in his name, I was like, "Oh, right, that's Lightspeed Blue's name."
His head sculpt.
Yeah.
I've seen this either, but
but like at the same time, it's like bittersweet because it's like
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know the little smirk that he's doing on that facial, that face scan.
Oh my god,
it's definitely something. Oh my, yeah, no. I think what's funnier about that face that he's making is that it was AP on Twitter from Ranger Command who pointed out like she made a tweet like 2 months before the figure was revealed, saying, "I swear if they used this picture as the base for his head," and then that's exactly what they did. There's a promo shot where he's making that exact face, and then that's
you gotta give them credit for doing something at least funny that is part of like like what they're doing with the figure, I guess. So.
Right. So like, oh man, but like, no, I mean, I think that with Lightspeed, pretty much everybody in the fandom would want Carter and Ryan. So like, either one of those. I mean, I would prefer Ryan because I like, but what?
Double pack.
Yes, that'd be cool.
Double pack.
Cool. I would like that.
I'm sorry. I just had to bring up the beautiful. I just had to. No, there we go.
Like I do see the
his face. It's so blurry. I hate it.
See that face? Like you're a Lightspeed fan. Lightspeed Blue fan.
You don't own an air fryer. I'm sorry. I'm losing my composure this episode. I can't. Like, it's so funny. Just the lighting collection is a joke.
See, this young man here just recently graduated, so he said lost my composure, where I'd be like, I almost lost my shit.
Hey, look at us. Recent graduates.
We both graduated this month. Yes. Oh my god, we did it. We did it, Joe. We did it. Oh man. Well, that's a good line. I wish that they would do those figures because especially for Lightspeed, like let's complete a team.
Right.
Like let's do it.
Garner some more like love from the fandom that's pretty much non-existent at this point, other than the MMPR shills. That I think would be like, oh shit, they're doing Titanium Ranger. Holy wow! Right. It would really shock people that it was getting a figure because it's completely American made. So
right. Yeah.
And I feel also too like I wouldn't like it because it wouldn't include head sculpts, but I feel like Hasbro needs to take a chance of doing some more of these teams as 5-packs like they're doing Aliens.
Oh god,
like
seriously, they think like it's because it's expensive that it won't sell well, bro.
Right.
It's the only way we're going to get through all of these seasons,
and the only way that the team's going to be consistent.
We'd have a sequel to your
exactly. No, it's
saga,
so inconsistent.
Your fucking Frieza saga on the fucking Lunar Wolf Ranger with him, because there'd be like a variant with the fucking thing, like in Super Mega Force, the mouthpiece thing that was wrong.
Somehow out of all the pictures that you could put Titanium Ranger, thousands of pictures pop up, they'd focus in on that one and be like, oh, that's reasonable. Like, that's what would happen. And I don't want it to happen.
You cursed it now.
I know.
You made your own error.
You just jinxed it, Josh. Damn it.
Now I want you to create your own item code for it. Go ahead.
No, literally. Long toys B42. Zach, rock, paper, scissors.
So, I went in kind of a unique direction with mine. The first one that I would really, really want is, I'm sorry, but my man Bulk and Skull deserve a fucking double pack.
Yes.
With swappable bodies, and they need to be able to have the swappable bodies, that goofy, dumbass dream sequence with their stupid, dumb Ranger suits and their dumb food morphers. I love them.
3 or 4 different perfect variations for a double pack of them.
Right.
There's so many options. But
then there's the comic version where there was that goofy story thing where it was in canon where they actually got the in purple suits or whatever.
Like you can do that. You can do like classic like Day of the Dumpster look. You can do the dream sequence like you mentioned. You could do in space if you want to do that. Like there's detectives, like so many things. So
the monkeys.
The monkeys. Yeah, there's
the
so
monkeys.
Many Samurai. Have you looked at the end of Super Samurai? Like,
yeah,
anything.
They're like, what is that? What season is that? I've
Yeah.
never heard of it.
Variants. Oh no. But so that's
Number
my
two.
3. So number 2 is a unique one. So I want there, and I've said this before on the show, but I'm going to keep saying it until I make it a reality, until I just drive to headquarters and tell them myself. Is start a fucking line of Battleizer figures. Why are we waiting this long?
And we were so close because they were planning it. Like Wild Force Red. Yeah, because like I said in my videos, Wild Force Red was planned.
Zach is stressed.
Wild Force. Like, okay, so I heard about Wild Force Red coming with a Battleizer back in 2021. And then it just didn't happen. The way he was supposed to be with Minotaur in a deluxe wave. Because they even said back when they launched deluxe, so like we can use this as an outlet to do things like Battleizers. They did name drop Battleizers. And I'm like, yeah, I think that'd be perfect. I totally think that Battleizers are acceptable at a deluxe price point. And so I know that for many reasons, I know that Battleizer was totally planned. As far as I know,
on like 2 levels for the one of like what I'm talking about right now.
Right.
But on the second level of even me as a person who absolutely to my very core despises everything about Wild Force, literally all of it. Gal Ranger's fine, but god damn it, Wild Force, I would have bought it. I would have bought it if it was the first one. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Like they were totally planning it, like up until like at least I don't know exactly what happened. It might still happen too. Like I don't know if it's been fully canceled. I haven't heard. I've heard the last thing I heard is that there hasn't been any movement on it since like early last year or something. Since
they didn't finish Beast Morphers.
Yeah, since so many different things. So, and then they decided to push Minotaur, and they kept delaying him, and then decided to put him out with Rita as like a little anniversary.
So the reason I want it is because I'm never gonna shut up about the. Have you heard the good word of our Lord and Savior, fucking Matthew Red? So
he comes up to you on the street.
Pretty because it's the basic line figure that
I have heard of it because mine has 2 right hands. So
Jesus Christ, even the fucking errors follow you into the basic line.
Literally, I bet it's just him. Like they know. Like earlier, you were like, "It can't just be me." It is. It is literally just Josh.
For a line of the Battleizer figures, because like either, and I could see it to one of 2 ways. Either it comes with everything like the stuff attached, or you get certain seasons like SPD where you have Sonic mode and Cannon mode.
Right.
You have other seasons where where the Battleizer does have separate modes. Putting the pieces on would be kind of fun, at least for kids too.
I think so. I think personally, I would prefer, because I don't want like an armor gimmick to like make either one not like a better figure, like
compromise the quality of the other, because
I would be perfectly good.
We can't push Hasbro, guys.
Right. So I wouldn't want. I'd be fine with the deluxe release being like a permanent, like not detachable Battleizer.
Yeah, sure.
Like I'm totally good with that.
Especially with like some armors, like you simply just can't take it off unless like you have like an obvious
line, or
right.
Because or some lingering piece behind or something like that.
Yeah,
or like the base suit is like black here.
Yeah.
We never had it confirmed. Like you guys said, Samurai. Then when you said that, I was like, because of this idea, I was like, do we consider the out of Megazord Samurai armor Red Ranger?
Shogun mode. Yeah,
the Shogun mode.
I need you to stop talking and stop spoiling my list,
dude. You understand my pain, but anyway, so like that, or like the claws from Beast Morphers, like. That
the Mega Fury,
the
Red Fury.
Fury mode, I think
cool too. Like if they were, I don't know, Hasbro. There are comics with Rangers in it. If you didn't know that haven't been made physical yet.
They forgot about Beast Morphers. You think they're gonna remember the comics?
No. at least we know that the Omegas are coming. They remembered them. So.
Right. So Hyperforce has Pink Ranger has a Battleizer. I'm just gonna say that right now. I don't give a shit if you haven't seen it. You should fucking go watch the show and like the tabletop thing. Pink Ranger gets the Battleizer, not Red. And that's really cool. Can you imagine that as part of it? All of a sudden, in the middle of it, she's like, boom, Hyperforce Pink with her Battleizer on. Dude,
cool.
George loses his mind.
I know.
I have a question. I have 2, actually. I actually have 5. No, 2 questions. One, how would you feel if they released Ninja Steel Pink with the Lion Fire armor?
I wouldn't give a shit because I hate Ninja Steel. Anyway, next question.
I'd buy it because I don't have a choice.
Did These are not the answers I want to hear.
I would buy it. Is it a lightning collection figure? Therefore, it is paid for. Anyway,
I just imported. The video is coming next week, but I imported that sticker book. I don't know if anybody saw that. It's Peru sticker book that has Tom Whalen's artwork in it.
Hurricane Girl did a video on that too.
That has the Lightning Collection logo in the book, so I imported and paid a stupid price to import that over from Peru to open a bunch of stickers.
Now, by the creation of his own small factory,
naturally, why they wouldn't do that in the States,
logo,
knowing that it will sell,
is going to outdo the Lightning Collection personally.
The leaker, then the outdoer.
Right.
My second question, and I'll make this fast because I know you got to get to your number one. What if they release Amelia? Dino Fury Amelia with the blazing battle armor. That would be
okay with that being a part of it too. Like not even battle armor, just like Lightning Collection power up forms too. That's another thing that's gonna kind of segue.
Yeah, like there's a whole part.
Yeah, it could be like a power up
that we never touched.
I mean, you could get all the power up modes: SWAT mode, Mystic Legend mode.
Yeah.
Like
could you imagine the Mystic Legend?
That'd be so good.
What do you mean? See what I'm missing?
They've kind of like dipped
over
their toes in with the dragon shield, but like, does that really count? You know, like they've kind of done it.
It's like a pseudo.
Yeah,
it's like, come on, guys. No. Zach, number one.
So number one is Hasbro. Remember when you used to make morphers? Remember that? Remember when you were like, we made morphers and we were like, the only season that exists is Mighty Morphin, and then we stopped.
It's Morphin time. Yeah.
And then we teleported away from
I think saying that they make morphers is generous. They've made one morpher that they've repainted 5 times.
I mean, that's fair. No, you're good. It's good. So there are, just in case you didn't know, Hasbro, once 3 seasons of the same season were done, they went to one called Zeo that had a morpher in it. Then there was one called Turbo that had its own morpher.
What's Turbo?
When you talked about Astro Mega Ship, I was like, oh my god.
Turbo? I think you mean in space.
That's a part of MMPR, right?
Yeah.
Turbo?
I hate you. I would have to probably murder someone in real life to actually get a astromorpher, from
you still wouldn't get it.
It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So please put it in Lightning Collection so I don't have to go to prison to get one. If that would be.
Hey, I mean, at least Bandai Japan has you covered with that one, kind of. I know it's not.
Yeah, but that's that's like half a house payment. So like
that's true.
That is very very true.
Very
There's not like a DX one of it that's going to look all not like butt. So
yeah, but then Hasbro's going to add like some kind of like texture design to the plate or something because they're going to be like, concept art that doesn't exist had this thing.
Yeah. Along with your
and the concept art in question where Josh would know he's the encyclopedia. He's like, I don't remember that in my database called my brain.
Right. Bro, and I was like, I didn't give a shit because it was Mighty Morphin. I've seen a Power Morphin. I don't need to see it a billion times, but I was like, wow, cool, okay, you're gonna keep going. And then they just kind of stopped, and I was like, no, really, hello, can we? There are more morphers and seasons that you've already done figures for that you could maybe show off the figures with the morpher.
Because how do you not have Tommy's morpher out yet? What happened?
They're definitely waiting. They're waiting to do. I swear, they're doing clip this, guys. Clip this. They're going to do a 5-pack of every Tommy form, and then on the back is his Master Morpher.
Well, the Master Morpher's coming this fall. That's its own thing. So.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that's coming. That's coming. We're gonna see that in the next 2 months.
No, I just forgot because it has been so long.
Yeah, it's Lightning Collection. Yeah.
Oh.
And it is perfect. As far as I've been told, it's exactly what we want it to be.
You've been told you can't talk about it yet because it's scheduled.
Right.
Yeah, it's been great. What was I going to say? They haven't touched a lot of stuff. They've done Lightning Collection weapons too. Waiting for that.
And I want to see that continue too. It's weird when my idea is for them to just do what the fuck they've been doing already and to continue their product line.
Right.
Like, hey Hasbro, can you just turn the factory back on and make things? I don't know.
Or can we reboot the factory and then start?
Yeah. Can we do an inspection first and then can we start? No, that's asking for too much apparently.
I get a kick out of it with all the DX stuff, right? Like the all the roleplay stuff from Rider and Sentai, right? I can be like, boom, Gob Revolver, fucking do shit with it. My dumbass pension videos. I'm kind of at a standstill with anything with Mighty Morphin unless I order toys from 400 years ago that look like they were beaten with a shovel. So like,
literally, like
know.
the quality. What happened in those
we
like
can't get it because
30
they were
years?
from a
That's
million years ago. So like, you can't really do much about that.
Right.
Or
right,
oh, Frankie, would you? He loves variants. Would you like to show him the prototype for the Mystic Morpher they're going to be putting out pretty soon? Yeah, come on.
Oh,
Come on.
I have to get up and
Do
get it.
Do
Give
it.
me like 3 seconds.
Dude, man, we were
I
talking
can't
with
wait to see
Squid and
this.
Dookie about toys, and he's like, "Look what I have," and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" It's the Mystic Morpher, but is it though? Hold on, though. Hold
Oh
on.
boy, this is gonna be good.
Guys.
It's magic.
Oh, my bad.
I'm number
Zach,
one.
stop hogging the screen.
Here's the prototype. World,
I have the
world
exclusive.
review- World,
Whoa,
world.
whoa.
I have the
reveal
exclusive,
here.
guys. Are you ready for this? The Lightning Collection Mystic Morpher.
Isn't it just like you remember? Isn't it just like you remember from the show?
Oh my god, wow. It's here.
It's
I
so
can't talk about
tiny.
it though. I haven't.
Does it flip up at all? Does the thing flip up on its own?
This button doesn't work.
So you have
it's
to just
literally-
like, manually throw your wrist out of place to.
I kind of like it though. It's kind of like a.
What, the piece doesn't come up even to morph like the little
No,
thing.
no.
It does. It does.
Oh, okay.
But you have to do it manually.
Wow.
You could do this if you really wanted to. Like there's
That's
no
something.
Make it mechanical.
guys. And I figured out like after that episode, I figured out that this does have like. Okay, wait. I don't know if you can hear this.
Morph, do it. 1, 2, 3. Come
Did
on.
you not hear it? I literally just played the sound. That's how
Yeah.
quiet it is.
Do the voice. The like Gallet Missile Ranger.
No, it cycles through
Don't have
two
one out.
sounds. It cycles through two sounds, and I just played them.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the exclusive.
Wow.
That's
I hope that
this
announcer
is
guy
no,
is
this
doing
isn't
well
Hasbro because
and
it's
was
too
paid
painted.
Well. God, I love
That's
that announcer
true.
voice from
It's
Mr.
a little
Schwartz.
too painted.
Oh,
They
yeah.
wouldn't have this red
I
dot
agree.
first and foremost.
No, absolutely not.
These details right here around the keypad that is not actually buttons.
Yeah.
You could
One
tell
button.
that they wouldn't include the black there. They would probably do this. They'd probably do this. I won't lie. And the screws,
that's,
those
uh,
screws. Yeah, that's awesome.
That red tip that's like the top of the wand, absolutely not. They would not paint that.
Oh God,
Yeah.
no. In fact, it would probably be this tiny. To be real
Yeah.
with you,
Yeah,
It'd probably
yeah.
be this tiny.
And that
Yeah.
gives you an idea of what the Lightning Collection Samurai Morpher would look like too.
It would be so funny if it actually
They
did
just
the
chip out
pen thing,
pencils. They just
Yeah,
chip out
yeah.
pencils.
and
Little
the original basic line didn't. All right, so since you win, I guess it's my turn
Well,
now, right?
got
Since I'm showing off stuff now. Number one. Sorry. Number 3. My number 3, and it's a really good one. I really want Decker. I want Decker as a Lightning
Yes.
Collection figure. Look at the suit, especially with the transparency.
Dialogue is Uramasa. I do like.
You see, you know this is a good design when Figure Arts did this. Like, that's how you
Right.
know.
Did they? I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
they did.
But
good design when the
it looks
camera
great.
can't even show you the whole sword. So you know, hey.
I
Right, yeah,
tried
there's
looking
that
for a
too.
better photo. There's gonna be other photos, but yeah, no, he looks
God,
great.
No, they would fuck up the sword length, Frankie. Oh no.
No, they just fuck up the sword. Period.
That's
What do you
true.
mean?
They won't have a sword.
But you know
No,
that
they
this would
make his
just be like-
face purple.
But you know it would just be like all matte red paint. It wouldn't be all translucent.
Yep.
Wait, I'm sorry. Barb is speaking. She said, "Hey guys, we're getting the King Ultra Power form next week. Are we?"
Oh, I've not been on
Megan,
Twitter.
Megan,
so-
you just spoiled that for me.
I haven't checked it either. I know the episode's been aired.
Megan, what the heck? No, and also it's your birthday next week. Well, happy early birthday. We're not streaming next week, so catch us on Twitter. I'm gonna wish you a happy birthday. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so that's my number 3. I want Decker. Number 2.
Sorry, I just
something
saw the
happen
thing.
in the-
Sorry. Go. Sorry. I'm
See, it's funny how when I'm talking, he's on his phone. I can do that too.
Look.
It's actually debuting next week. What?
Wait,
No.
stop. Wait, I can't see that yet.
You can. I just spoiled it, bitch. I'm just kidding.
This is my life now. Just like how Josh has to buy every single Lightning Collection figure just to do a review on it. This is my life. Even if I want to be spoiled or not, I need to know so I can talk about it. Number 2 is, and you mentioned it earlier, Zach, so I'm a little mad at you. The Shogun Samurai Ranger.
Yes.
Red Ranger. Actually,
Oh my
I wouldn't
God,
even mind
yes.
if it was other colors, because other Rangers could use this suit.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
and see, that would make it even more perfect for Hasbro. They love their repaints. So like,
they do like a good repaint.
Wait, re what?
I
What did you say again? Re what?
re,
Oh, pin.
oh,
Is that what it's
paint.
called?
yeah, yeah,
Only thing
yeah.
is though, is that I can definitely see these huge shoulder pads being a big
Snapping the
issue
fuck
with
off like a goddamn
with
toothpick.
the figure. Like I don't even think, I don't even know how they would tackle that. But if they could, that'd be sick.
Is this
That'd be
from
sick.
this Sentai also? I know I finished Shinkenger, but I can't remember. I've only
It was
watched it
not.
once.
It's,
No.
it's a
It
US
was just in
exclusive.
yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah. It was
kind of
just
cool.
Power
Then. Yeah, it
Rangers.
really
I
should
thought
be
you would
because
know
of
that, Zach.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just wasn't
Ugh.
sure. It looked too cool.
I mean,
Guys,
to be
revoke
fair,
his card.
Yeah,
Give it
right.
here.
It only ever stood 99% of the time we saw it. It stood in this gray room. So like, I don't blame you for
Ah.
not, for not remembering it.
Literally, and when it was
Great.
outside, that
Yeah.
was a moment. That was a moment. It was finally
That
outside.
I will
cockpit.
never. I don't think I will ever forget when we got the like French airing of that episode or whatever, the spoiler airing of it before it aired in the US, like back in 2012, and we saw that clip, and I just was like, no way they're gonna use it outside of the cockpit.
Damn,
I
Josh
was
watching
7.
leaks for a fucking minute. Damn.
Why do you think he's the leaker? He's the leaker because he's been here for a while. Number 1 for me, and I really hope this one gets a Lightning Collection figure. It's the most likely out of everything that I just mentioned so far.
Ooh.
And it's Solaris Knight. Please,
yes.
please get us a Solaris Knight figure. Like, I know we're asking for a lot because, first of all, it's Mystic Force. They haven't even started the damn line team yet. But
Mystic Force terrifies me because it's like, there's no way we get
They got
cloth
capes.
capes. You know, we have to give them cloth capes. We can't do the plastic thing.
please don't give
That'd
us
be
a
terrible.
plastic cape. That'd be awful.
I've had Magna Defender before, and that is a fucking dumbass cape. I hate that cape on Magna Defender.
It's not even rubber. It's just plastic. It goes like up and down. Like you can't even pose it. Oh
Like
man,
Magna didn't get a cloth cape. And, it's rough.
Because
Come
there's
on.
like doesn't he have like a goofy god form or some shit that he can do in the show? Like that other.
Yeah, he does. It's like the one you see
Yeah.
when he's morphing very briefly. Yeah.
Yeah. So that could be.
Oh
I don't know,
yeah. I
they'll
was looking
probably
that up,
fucking
and
forget that.
I.
It's probably the first time Hasbro's ever heard anyone say that before.
What if they do a 2-pack? That'd be really fun
And
if they
decided
included
that
that
it's
in
empty,
his
they
Titan
forget.
form, I believe is what it's called. I would
yeah.
love that because that's also a really, really good suit as well.
Yeah.
But just look
It
at him;
is,
he's
yeah.
so
I mean,
shiny. It's not that complicated
What
either.
suit
Besides
in
the
Mystic
cape,
Force
really.
is a bad suit? You know, like
Fair.
is there any bad suit in Mystic Force?
Even the Battleizer is fucking amazing. God, I love
Yeah.
the Battleizer
No.
in this season.
No, there's not. They didn't miss. They didn't miss with that one.
No, they did not.
Not even the white. I forgot her name, but the white white
Udana?
ranger, Udana. I'm trying to get like her ranger name though. What's her like? Mystic
White Mystic Force Ranger. That's it.
White Mystic Ranger, yeah.
You remember like making it complicated, like Frankie. It's White Mystic
His
Ranger,
ranger would be like
Snow
white,
Ranger.
no, fucking.
Even her design is great.
okay, I don't
Is my
know,
point.
fucking ice
It is,
bird.
yeah.
Look
it's
at
very
him.
good.
I love him.
Bye,
Wait.
Derek.
Sorry guys, I didn't mean to give you a view of his
And we're
cock.
canceled.
And there goes the episode. Sorry, Josh. Same time next week?
Shoot.
Dude, you're like, oh, it's gonna be my
Wait.
8th stream of the week. Yeah, I don't mind.
One final thing, and we can be done. I promise. A Lightning Collection idea right now, right off the cuff, out of nowhere. Just think of it right now that you know will never happen. Go, Josh. You can do it.
Oh shoot! Lightning Collection never, never. ever
5,
happen.
4.
Oh crap!
Anything that's not NPR.
Okay. I got it. It's because it's something that I want, but I don't think it will ever happen because there's not even a reason to. The RPM Paleo Max Rangers, those Bandai exclusive figures.
Oh,
that are on the show.
That
I
won't
want
happen. That
That's
won't happen.
Never happening. That's what
You
I want.
say that, and they're gonna put those in as what they think is part of the team, and it's gonna.
Oh my god! Could you imagine if they ever do that? I will.
I don't think it's
if
the
it's on a Fan
idea.
First Friday, I'm gonna say LMA on the text box.
You're wrong.
No.
I think what's funnier to me is not the idea of that happening. It's what would they even say in the stream? Because they'd have to like
Right.
introduce it to be like, and everybody's fan favorite RPM Triceratops Ranger.
Right.
Like,
Right.
That just
so
I also
funny.
feel like that would be the same fate for the Jungle Fury Spirit Rangers, unfortunately. Like, I want them to clearly get
Yeah,
good,
see,
but I
that
feel
would
like
actually
they'll get the
be
same fate. They'll
really
just get
cool.
ignored.
3-pack.
just do a 3-pack. It's perfect.
3-pack.
New-packs haven't even been a
It's like
thing yet,
staring
have
you.
they?
I wouldn't even care if that's the
other,
first Rangers that we're getting for the Jungle Fury line. Just give us a 3-pack of those Spirit Rangers.
Like,
Come on,
they do
they're
3-packs
so good.
in their other brands. Like, it'd be perfect. It's like staring them in the face and they just won't do it.
Literally. Oh my god, can you imagine the box art too? Ooh.
I know.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good.
So
That's
nice.
gonna be good.
I think for me, it would be Chloe, Hyperforce Pink with her Battleizer. They will never do it. They will never. We won't even get Hyperforce. I'm never gonna see Hyperforce. Even though
I think we're gonna get Hyperforce.
We will. I don't think.
I feel like we will.
I feel like we have slightly better chances than we did in the past, maybe because of the comics and everything. But even that.
It's not MMPR. Yo, please. Am I wrong? Did I lie? No,
that was very accurate.
I don't know. I just have a suspicion though. I feel like they will. Yeah. That's me.
It'd be another good team pack race, I feel.
True. Another team completed. It's not like the actual teams from the season
team?
shows, but it's a team nonetheless. For me, and it's perfect that Josh is here. If they make a Super Mega Force Lightning Collection Morpher, they need to go the Memorial Edition route and create keys for their later seasons. That is something I don't know. Hand on my heart that they will never attempt because
and they would put Cosmic Fury keys in, Josh.
I don't know if I could possibly imagine how bad Hasbro Ranger keys would be.
Oh,
there's so many ways they'd be terrible. They've made 2 key gimmicks in a row that were awful. If you can even count the Dino
like the one was original, which was okay, but like the way that the toy read it wasn't even. Oh my god!
The Beast Morphers ones, I got what they were going for. They weren't the best executed. Dino Furies are terrible, and like
from Dino Fury.
Like everybody, like I get a comments like stuff a lot. There's like, oh, Josh, what if Hasbro does Ranger keys? I'm like, don't ever do it. I don't want a single Hasbro Ranger key
I'm
ever exist.
hoping they don't do it.
So infuriating with that. It's the most simple, like just brain dead easy thing of in the show, you see them flip the fucking Ryusol.
Yeah.
And you can't do that.
Hey, Zach.
It's fine. You're right.
Come on. We've had this conversation before, Zach.
But Dino Fury ruined the original Sentai. Can't stand that either.
Who's saying that? Come up. Stand up. Who's saying that? Say it to my face.
I can't wait I can't wait for the inevitable comments where people are like, man, Cosmic Fury really ruined Q Ranger. It's gonna be interesting.
God, it went back in time and it assassinated the people from ever making it. It's crazy. Dude. I don't even have memories of it anymore.
Apparently today, since we're leaking stuff, spoilers, we got the Q Reno version.
Yes.
For Cosmic Fury's version of Q Reno. Can I speak? No. Yeah, that was released today. The box art, at least, and it's real. Okay. We shit on Hasbro a lot. But the fact that the Q Tamas work with the Dino Fury line,
I think that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. I'm actually just a little jealous that my version can do that. Give me 2 minutes.
Josh, we have some shit to fucking see on Toku Twitter. God damn.
What happened?
No, it's just a nice fucking beautiful, sexy ass image for the fucking Shogun buckle.
The power. Oh wait, the Shogun buckle. Oh shit. What do we got?
Wait, stop! Don't talk about it yet.
I saw Kyogata Oger power up, which I cannot believe that's in the show so early.
Now y'all scrolling on Twitter the moment I get off. It's a podcast. People are listening to us, guys. Leave that for after the stream. Damn. You guys are so ready to look at that.
It's not
Okay.
called Shogun.
Well, guys, seems like we have to wrap up the episode. They're a little distracted on Twitter. Jesus Christ. Thank you again,
Hold on,
Josh,
it's
for
not even
coming on
called-
today's stream.
Yeah, no problem.
Hello?
I'm just blown
Hi?
away here.
Where-
It's not even called Shogun. It's not even called Shogun. All right, anyway. But yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
you're getting me excited, but at the same time, we got to wrap up the episode. Again, Josh, thank you so much for joining us in today's episode. Who better to talk about this kind of stuff than none other than the encyclopedia guy himself, the Living Ranger Key. So thank you for coming on.
Thank you guys.
We gotta have you. We gotta have you back in the future, and we definitely gotta make
I
one
would
of those
love
reaction
to.
streams.
Yeah.
Literally,
yes,
reaction
absolutely.
streams.
Please.
Out meme material. Literally, I feel like we get a meme from those
Yeah.
reaction streams every damn time you guys go live. Oh my
And
god!
they happen like every 4 months, so they're definitely a dime a dozen there. So they're really rare. So
that's how you get
we'll
your.
see.
That's how you get the checks to buy all the toys you get, the memes that get like reposted. Literally. Well, that was a fun episode, wasn't it, Zach? It was a really fun episode. I love to talk about toys. I feel like it's one of my favorite things about the brands that we discuss. And yeah, I do wish Lightning Collection could do better, but here's hoping that they improve and overcome the challenges, whatever challenges they need to overcome to get these figures in better shape. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you like our commentary, if you like the streams, please just go ahead and subscribe because it does help out a lot. If you want, you can also leave a comment down below and let us know any topics that you want us to discuss. And if you want to leave us a message on Twitter, you can do so with the Henches and Homies personal account. Henches and Homies Twitter account or our personal accounts. That's what I meant to say. My God, I do this outro.
We'll
so
give
many
you the
times and I messed up.
login. It's fine. Just
I'll give you the rundown. Right. Also, thank you for the people who are listening to us on Apple, Spotify, Google, and Amazon. We will never forget you. I will continue to be there for you. I got you. Really appreciate it always. And again, Living Ranger Key, he's going to be linked in the description, so you better go ahead and subscribe, like, follow, share, meme, yes, clip.
Just saying.
Oh,
I'm just
you heard him,
saying.
guys.
How can you
heard
not be like, oh
him.
god, no, I don't want to know cool things about the stuff we all
Like,
love?
you
All these
sticked
toys?
around this long. I feel like
No.
you have a liking to this guy. So go ahead and support him as well, huh? Well, all being said, thank you. And we will see you
When the Lightning
not
Collection
next
ends.
week, the week after next week, when the Lightning Collection ends. That's actually tomorrow.
Oh shit.
Oh,
It's already
perfect
happened,
timing.
actually. We're late.
Oh, damn it. That's why you guys are scoring on Twitter. You're like, you're going to
I
want to
didn't
see
get my
this.
purchase in chat.
You refreshing? Nah, Matt. Can you imagine waking up one morning and Hasbro said that they're just done?
I'd be so upset and relieved at the same time. I don't even know which one it would be.
Upset and relieved. That's the
Josh would
perfect
be
note to
Josh would
leave.
be like straight seizing, like on camera, just like didn't know what emotion.
He's like, oh my god, let's go. I'm even like, damn, like I really wanted this figure, but I'm so happy. All right, take care, y'all. See you for episode 36. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.